Hello everyone. I hope life is treating you well. I accept that expressing gratitude to God for this life is not just difficult but next to impossible. The sufferings and the pains are not only uncountable and unbearable but also unreachable. The way they are processed and filtered, by the time they reach us, they have lost the original shape of existence and fall to us as blessings. It is certainly the bounty which cannot be simply earned. So, keeping alive this streak of gratitude, let us begin our journey to learning a different perspective of budget, created using information and content in this video. Now, before we start expediting over this topic very deeply, that is budget, let us take a brief intro of what budget actually is. So, according to me, budget is a format, varying or non varying, to gradually discovering what lies ahead in stock for us and what can we implement of what we have or we carry in order to build present satisfactorily and live with dignity. When we as developing nation have to look forward to maintaining our stature well globally without becoming liability to global community, we fairly contribute our dependence as well as independence to maintain a balance and budget is that prospect at the beginning of the fiscal year that becomes the balance sheet at its end or the beginning of the next fiscal year. The budget's infrastructure is built with the hindsight by past experiences and foresight that builds the future mathematics, but is presented with a strong determination of making it tomorrow right from the present, such that what happened yesterday does not leave a negative impact on what our hindsight might store as the experience, and our foresight is always able to look at it as a lesson from the past. Thank you.
2022 was the year when the nation wanted to overcome the hard setbacks pandemic had left over the mind and soul of India. We had to make it up to the beauty enhancement of our motherland destroyed beastly by us in the nearest past. In 2023, when globe is fighting towards upliftment, India, too, has fastened the seat belt to soar its flight uphill towards development. The 2022 budget infrastructure was more about pumping oxygen into the lungs of almost decaying pulses of the dead economy through the statistics, which could mean improvement, balance, and comparison, whereas the budget 2023 boosts the morale of further potential in financial terms.
Now, we need to understand the procedure of formatting the budget begins 6 months prior to its proclamation or recitation in the Parliament. 1. Estimating the revenue, which includes the sub-procedure like circulating the order to present the estimates on local level by the concerned in charge or officers to regional authorities and submitting to the center. 2. First estimates of the deficit such that the flow does not die. 3. Narrowing the deficit. 4. Drafting. 5. Producing the final copy. 6. Continuity.
Misconception on one-sided biased approach towards government's budget formulation.
GST and non-GST tax regime. Before 2017, the number of indirect taxes charged by the government of India on trading were huge. However, importance of which cannot be denied, but for facet beautification of Indian economy, that became important. GST was successfully implemented on the bold suggestion and decisive presentation of our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, to reduce the burden of cascading effect of expenditure on trading, supplies, etc., especially on the labor class who were liable to not only suffering on financial terms, but also in terms of reliability and self-esteem. And a system that miscommunicates intentions must be changed. When there is less of confusion as to what fixed amount has to be paid, lesser are the chances to be fooled. Whereas if educators tend to mislead through their misguidance, they are to be overplayed necessarily. Jai Hind.